friend right here. He's doing great. Probably quite hungry. I haven't fed him in a little bit. So I have to give him some Daphnia today. Maybe some Cyclops. Right, buddy? You're probably hungry. As you can see, he's gone from living out in his... hang on, sun's in the way. He went from living out in this little coconut area. In actual fact, his moat is kind of still here. There's one of his claws. He went from being in there, you can't really see it, but there's a little coconut hide right there. And he went from always staying in there to being here. Sometimes back there. They don't really move around too much. And now it seems like he's comfortable being a little bit more outsy, and he's found a good spot to lay in. Get some filtration food. These guys are filter feeders. They're very, very fun pets, and I love them. I recommend them. You just gotta have the right foods to feed them. Some Cyclops or Daphnia is the greatest, honestly, because it's dusty. It's a filter food for them, and it gives them lots of good calcium. It's very, very good for them. Daphnia and Cyclops are the way to go. And also some powdered shrimp foods. You can get some like the, what was it called, elevation shrimp, I forget. It was like a satisfying shrimp. No, it was like a shrimp, I don't know, something. But there's this dusty food for baby shrimp. So that's very, very good for these guys. Yeah, basically what these guys do, they just filter feed. They take their little hands and catch food. They're like little nets. And they just feed on that. As you can see, he's eating at it. He's just sharpen it up. There's Baby Blue. How are you, Baby Blue? What's he doing? He's exploring, ready for his day. Yeah, these guys are very, very fun little animals. I love them. And this is the biggest vampire shrimp I've seen. When I saw one of them at the store, I was like, I had to have one. They're huge. They're gigantic. They're like the size of like your entire hand, probably. I'm like, good lord. They're awesome. They're very, very cool. They're very easy to keep. As long as you keep your water parameters all good. And they don't bother anything. They're just awesome. I recommend them if you have a 29-gallon or larger. Because these guys, well, they don't like to explore. They're pretty dang big. And, you know, it's just best to have them in a decent-sized tank. You don't want them to get bored, you know. Let them always have that little feeling that they can explore. They're very, very fun. They don't walk around or anything, so you won't see them, but you'll see them in a different spot each day, doing their thing. They're very fun. Very fun to watch, and they're very shy, so don't spook them or anything. If you see one, stay away from the tank for a little bit. Let them adjust to you. As of right now, I am just kind of sitting like quite far away because I don't want to spook him. I don't want to spook the little bugger because he's very, very shy. These guys are very timid. You want to build a little bond, you know? Make sure you don't scare them. Anyways, they're very, very fun. I love these little guys. This guy's name is Pipsqueak because I just thought it would be a funny name for how big he is. He's a big bubba. Very, very big. Aren't you, Pipsqueak? Anyways, things have been rough since I had to euthanize one of my fish. It's a very, very weird switch of topic. A few days ago I had to euthanize one of my betta fish. It was not fun. Not at all. And it sucked. It fucking sucked. And sorry for the language if you thought this was a, you know, kid-friendly channel. I mean, kind of it is, but like, no, I use language. But anyways, I had to euthanize one of my female betta fish because they got dropsy and weren't showing any signs of recovery. It sucked. It's been a rough week. But always just happy to see the little things, like how this little guy is getting out more, and just, if the vampire shrimp can, become more outsy, come out of its shell, why can't you, why don't we all try to be like this little vampire shrimp? And just try to face our fears and just come out a little bit. Go outside. Enjoy the weather. This guy clearly is. You realize that the world is a little bit more better than you think. A little bit more safer. He for sure is realizing that. He's living a dream here. Alright. See y'all.